Hey everybody, it's Miss Wegener here. I hope you're doing well today. I'm bringing you another lesson. We're talking about comparing equations today. So please take a moment, grab your pencil and your notebook, and then we will get started. All right, awesome. Make sure you have the title and the date. Here we go. Perfect. Ooh, I'm gonna hide my face because you cannot see this. Okay, so remember last time, quick little refresher for you about tables. So we talked about Han's run versus Claire's run, and we saw that Han was not running at a constant speed. She ran 2 minutes per lap for 2 of the laps, and then 2.25 minutes per lap for 4 laps, etc. And we figured out that this is called a non-proportional relationship. And because we don't have a constant multiplier here, we cannot write an equation. But Claire was running at a constant pace. She ran 2.5 minutes per lap, no matter how many laps she was running. She had a constant multiplier, a K value. This is a proportional relationship. So we were able to write an equation for her, something like this: d times 2.5 equals t, distance and time, or 2.5d equals t, okay? In class, your job was to be able to determine if a relationship represented by an equation is proportional or non-proportional. So let's take a look at that a little bit more and write a few things down. First of all, this is it. This is what we need to write down. Take a moment. I'm going to pause you right here. Go ahead and write it down first. Okay, hopefully you've written this down by now. Proportional relationships are all represented by equations of the form y equals kx, or kx equals y, or even x times k equals y. Anything like that. A really important note here, they don't have to be x and y, right? In Claire and Han's run, we used d for distance and t for time. In cookies and flour, how much flour for each cookie, I would use F and C. So it doesn't have to be x and y every time, as long as it's 2 variables and as long as you have a COP. Constant of proportionality, constant multiplier, K value. Yes, it has a lot of names. Here's a few examples. This is an equation that represents a proportional relationship. Y equals K. Our K value is 5.2 here. K times X. D equals 58T. Not Y and X, but it follows. Y equals kx. 58 is our constant of proportionality here. A equals 0.12b. Again, not x and y, but we have our little recipe, if you may, for a proportional relationship. Y equals k value times x, with nothing else there. Just y equals k times x. And finally, w equals 205 k value times n. So all of these are proportional relationships. Doesn't matter that they have different variables, doesn't matter that this is a decimal, big number, small number, negative number even is okay. That being said, I'm going to pause here one more time. Make sure you have this written down. Awesome, let's move on. Here we go. So you saw this. If you're my student, you saw it in my class. If you have a different teacher, maybe you saw different equations. But let's take a look at these. Here are 6 equations. Take a moment and tell me, you can't circle them, tell me which equations do you think of these 6 represent a proportional relationship. I will give you a hint. There are 3 of them. What do you think? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go one by one. Let's make sure it follows y equals kx or something similar. Y equals kx, nothing else. Hopefully you told me this one. Y equals, that's weird, there's no k here. Does anyone know what invisible number goes in front of this x? Hopefully you told me it's an invisible 1. We don't often write the 1 in front of our variable. So it does have a y equals kx, but there's an extra plus 4. I don't think it follows this. I don't like that plus 4. Y equals kx. I think this is one. This looks like kx right here. So I think it would be okay if it was kx equals y. I think that was one that we were okay with. But take a look, it has this minus 5 here. That's not part of this. I don't see any plus or minus here. I'm not circling that. Y equals kx, this plus 2, I don't think so. And then here's kx equals y. A little bit shuffled around, but it does follow the pattern. So notice what's similar between these 3 circles and what's different between these ones, proportional versus non-proportional. You can write this down right here if you want. You don't need to. Take a look. This is what we just decided. These are the proportional equations. These are the non-proportional equations. What do you think is the difference? How can we tell if an equation is proportional or non-proportional? Tell me what you think. Hopefully you said something like this. And this is something really good to write down. Proportional relationships are in the form y equals kx or kx equals y. You should have that written down already. Maybe you write this down right underneath it. Non-proportional relationships will often have plus something extra, so like this plus 4 or this plus 2, or maybe minus something extra, minus 5. Your Kami has different types. It has, I'm going to tell you right now, it has something like y equals x squared. Ooh, fancy. It's not proportional. It doesn't follow y equals kx. That squared is different. So it has to be perfectly y equals kx. Otherwise, it's not going to happen for you. That's non-proportional. If it's not in this form, it's non-proportional. Take a moment, make sure you write this part. That part is written down for you. You don't need to write the Kami's part. Awesome. Let's do a little more practice and then we're good to go. So take a moment. We'll go row by row. What do you think? Here's an equation. You tell me, give me an x for proportional or x for non-proportional and tell me how you know. Let's do this first one. Y equals 3x. What do you think? Proportional, non-proportional, or how do you know? Okay, hopefully you told me this is proportional because it follows y equals k times x. Your k value is 3. Awesome, let's try the next one. Y equals 5x plus 2. Tell me, proportional or non-proportional? You could say P or NP if you don't want to type the whole thing. Proportional or non-proportional, and how do you know? What do you think? This, hopefully you told me, is non-proportional. It has a plus 2. It has y equals kx and then plus an extra 2 here. Nope, non-proportional. All right, try the next one. Y equals 1/2 x. What do you think? Proportional, non-proportional, and how do you know? Okay, hopefully you told me proportional. It is y equals kx, where k is 1/2. Final one, folks. Y equals 2/3 x minus 7. Proportional or non-proportional, and how do you know? Yep, it is non-proportional. There is a minus 7. It starts out proportional, y equals 2/3 x, but then that minus 7 attached makes it non-proportional. Awesome. This is something that could be really helpful in your notebook. If you would like to copy it down, please do so now. Great. Good job. So that's it. Hopefully that was clarifying to you. Hopefully if you were confused in class, now you feel a little bit less confused. I'll turn this on. Your goal today is to determine if a relationship represented by an equation is proportional or non-proportional. Please rate yourself on a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 scale. Awesome job. Glad to talk to you all. Please let your teacher know if you need any help with this. We are here for you. You have a quiz coming up. Make sure your notebooks and your brains are ready to go. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.